Good evening, everyone. We are here today to launch a PSIR mentorship program with me. I am presently into Indian Police Service, and previously I was into Indian Revenue Service. My optional is political science, and I got into Indian Revenue Service and Indian Police Service because of my decent score in optional PSIR. My score in PSIR improved from 232 in first attempt to 290 in my third attempt. The journey was progressive one. The score continuously improved, and I will be using whatever I learned in the PSIR preparation to how to score more marks, how to write better answers than one-to-one mentorship, and basically we will have everything that may help you in the this improvement in the marks in PSIR, political science and international relations. So we will be discussing various aspects of political science that will include many things such as section-wise preparation, then how to approach the uh, entire syllabus, then what to prefer in actual examination, etc. So basically, we are starting with highlights of this program, what we are going to have in this entire program of whatever time we are planning to organize it. Mostly it will be till mains, and most of the content will be covered in 4 months only, till October November, and after that we will be having continuous in touch with you to ensure that any doubt if you are having, we shall be there to work on that. So this program will include some major aspects such as I already told you, that how to analyze syllabus and using previous year questions to prepare for this optional. After that we will be discussing most of the things such as how to approach different sections, how to interlink which area that can be interlinked, how to write more or organic answers, organic in the sense how to maintain the connect with succeeding paragraph, and how to write an answer which will be in what we can say is an what we can say is that how the thinker, how the particular theme of the optional, how political science has evolved. The answer shall also reflect that evolution, how that thinker shaped, his thoughts is shaped. Likewise, we will be discussing how to make sure that your answer also reflect that same pattern of evolution, how your answer shall reflect the same pattern in which this thinker or particular theme is criticized. Some loopholes have been highlighted. So there will be different themes, as I already told you: PSIR trend, then syllabus overlap, approach, answer writing, then role of previous year questions. Then we will be also having value added sessions for you. So let's begin with the first trend, that is PSIR. First slide, that is trend in PSIR. If you know, most of the people are generally scoring between 240 to 260. Crossing the 260 will ensure that we will get a decent rank, a decent opportunity to appear in interview, and a decent rank and decent service with cadre. As I already told you that in PSR people are stuck between 260s and 240s. There are various reasons for that. The one generic reason is that everyone is reading the same, everyone is writing the same, and there is no proper evaluation program for that. Means there shall be something to guide you personally, that how to write an introduction, how to write body parts, where to use point based approach, and where to use different aspect of answer writing. So that will create a difference. After that, we will also be having some value addition material for improving the marks, various additional themes, various current new currents in political science that can be used, some major themes that can be used in any answer, suitable answer. So we will be discussing that also. So mostly, as my score is improved from uh, 232 in first attempt, to 278 in second, and 290 in third. So this was score that was something in top 5, I will say, that particular year. So how I jumped from this to here? So there are some basic steps that I undertook, some content I read, some different strategy I used for writing the answer in test series, whatever I used input I used to get, and my self analysis I will be sharing with you people, so that most of the people that are enrolling in the session will also have same trajectory that I undergone. So we will be discussing this and how to have that quantum jump from 232 to 290. Most of the people are here 230s, some go till I think 250s, but for them it is very difficult to reach to this stage or this stage. This ensures you get at least interview call that I got in second attempt, where I missed the rank by 12 marks because of low score in essay. The score in essay was reduced by from 130 to 93. So despite improving here, so here it was the issue because of which I missed the rank. Still I worked on that, and from 278 further there was a jump to 290. So improving marks consistently is something that helped me to get into the service twice, and I will be sharing my thoughts about that. Now about political science, this is something that how the syllabus is overlapping with GS. GS, there are different parts in GS, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there is essay, fifth content, ethics, GS 3, GS 2 and GS 1. Here in GS 1 we have topics such as globalization, and world history. So these are two important points where the domain knowledge of political science may help in achieving some 1-2 extra marks. We should not go in technical in this, that is, we should not include the technical terms of political science into this general studies answer. We will be also discussing that, how to make sure that whatever you are writing for globalization in political science and whatever you are writing for globalization in GS1, how shall it be different. So mostly after finishing the political science you can skip this part totally, and here you need to read only minor points that is mentioned in the syllabus, such as industrial revolution, it can be reasons for that. Likewise in GS2 most of the overlap is here. In GS2 there is two major points here. One is polity and second is international relation. So as already talked about GS1, that in optional and in general studies, whatever we are writing as points for in our answers, there shall be some difference. So most of the people, if you observe, who is having political science as optional is scoring less in polity in GS2 overall. But my score in this series was also something around 170 as I remember. So that was decent score in GS2 as well. So हम इसको भी discuss करेंगे कि how to ensure that with using the domain knowledge of political science, that is paper 1 section A and B, how we can score more points in general studies as well. So there shall be a delicate balance. We cannot replicate as it is in general studies answer. We will be also discussing that. In international relations, we all know that in political science and IR, we go in very depth in domain knowledge of that particular subject. Here also we need to write some generic content, but you can altogether skip reading the IR for GS, if you are good in political science IR, just there is a factual or minor changes that are needed to ensure that your paper, your copy doesn't look like it is optional copy. So we will be discussing that also, how to make sure that you get additional 1 mark and not less 1 mark in GS2 while using the content of optional. So in GS3 we all know that there is also a point of World Bank, role of WTO in agriculture. So here is also overlap there. Also we are having security topics such as terrorism, which is part of paper 2 section A, and it is overlapping with section B as well, as we write about the international relations. For example, we talk about international relations between India and Pakistan, where we can write this terrorism aspect, or while talking about the Central Asia, or while talking about the reasons for not having integrated region as we are having in European Union or we are having in ASEAN. So there is a clear cut overlap here, just as I already told you for GS1 and GS2. Here also we have to segregate, we have to make sure that whatever we are writing in general studies copies is different from optional. So we will be discussing that also, how to use whatever we are reading for optional, mostly paper 2, how to use it here and score some additional marks. So when it comes to ethics, there are concepts such as justice, there is concept such as role of non-state actors such as NGOs. So there are different aspects of ethics. While using political science, we can enrich our answers in ethics and we can score some extra marks. When it comes to essay also, we can use different concepts from optional, as they are useful in ethics paper. For these concepts like this, if the essay is on particular theme, philosophical essays, we can use different quotes, different scholars, different thinkers, if they are relevant to some extent, not to large extent, and we can score some decent marks in essay as well. So we were discussing the syllabus overlap and how the syllabus of political science can help us in the syllabus of all the major subjects, including essay. So let's move to next section, that is how shall we approach in political science to score more marks. So I am only drawing here some basic framework that we shall be approaching. We will be having in our course what shall be the better approach to read it comprehensively, read it more properly to score marks, and not to divert our attention to increasing knowledge or likewise. So mostly this will include PYQs, syllabus, resources, and lastly answer writing. So in PYQs, everybody knows that the importance of PYQs is increased manifold. Particularly we are referring PYQs for preliminary examination also, in mains examination also, and we all know that whatever the transcripts we are getting in the interview stage, so there are also PYQs are helpful. Mostly the panel are same, so it helps. So PYQs, if we compare to the prelims or general studies, mains particularly paper 1 to paper 5, and if you compare that with the optional PYQs, so overlap of PYQs will be high in optional, because there is a limited syllabus, there is a limited content. But if you observe, the PYQ is overhyped because actual what the demand of the question is not exactly same as we may perceive in the PYQs. So we will be analyzing PYQs and how to use the themes used in previous year questions to whatever the question is asked, so as to ensure that your copies are having flavor of domain knowledge of political science and some extra value addition content from the previous year questions. So we will be dealing with them mostly whatever to whatever extent we are able to go backward, we will be go, but mostly 2013 onward PYQs are important because here the pattern was changed drastically and syllabus also modified a bit. So we will be going till 2013 and using some keywords that are mentioned in the questions itself, some themes that are repeated, continuously repeating. Then we will be having some trend analysis. And based on that, yes. And based on trend analysis, we will be discussing high potential areas that shall be targeted for mains 2025 and 2024 as well. So syllabus is also important. Why? We have to remember the syllabus, we have to recall the syllabus, because once we recall the syllabus, whatever we are reading in the current affairs or whatever we are reading in this resources, because these books are not written for UPSC, these are generic books to say. So if you know the syllabus, we can actually target the important areas from newspaper, and resources. So syllabus, recalling the syllabus, continuously revisiting the syllabus is important. Then the next point is resources. The resources, mostly people are using some coaching notes for that. So we will be discussing the more comprehensive resources for optional, some different content to be used so as to make sure that your answer copy is somewhat better and diversified as compared to large number of people. So basically resources will be having some value addition material, and we will be discussing that as well. So next, let's move to next slide where we are discussing about answer writing. So if you know, having the knowledge and having the ability to write, there are two different things. So it is important, very much important to what I will say, to translate your knowledge into your copies effectively. That shall be effective way. So in this chain, in this process, there are different dimensions to any answer that include introduction, that include body, and that include conclusion. Generally what we do, we only focus on this aspect, that is body. We have to write effective introduction also, and we have to write effective conclusion also. these two dimension have some significant marks attached to it. So we have to learn this art of writing introduction and conclusion so as to get some extra 1 mark. Suppose there are how much 10 and 16 and almost 16 to 20 questions we are going to write, around 19 questions as I recall. So if you increase the 1 mark in each question, basically in paper section A you will be increasing 19 marks and section B you will be increasing 19 marks. So total 30 to 38 mark improvement is possible with giving proper attention to all these 3 dimensions. So here we have to make sure that we are writing very comprehensive, apt and to the point introduction and conclusion. Same goes for these two. Then here is also we have to be very cautious while writing the body. We have to be very organic. There shall be interlinkage and there shall be some high impact words in your answer. So here you can also gain 1 to 2 marks extra per answer, and basically you can move from 232 to 290s or even 300s. So for this to happen, this is the most important aspect, answer writing. So we will be having answer writing as well in our this course, and we will be very cautious, we will be very attentive to make sure that your answer writing improves with your and our efforts. So role of PYQ as also already talked about. There are different dimensions that are useful in PYQ. One is trend analysis, we can do from that. Second is we can identify themes, we can identify some keywords that can be used in any answer asked on that particular theme, and we can identify high potential areas for next examination. So this is the role of PYQs, and I already told you that we are going from 2013 onward, and we are also going backward as well as our time permits, but most important area is from here onwards. So role of PYQ will be also very good or very important in this course as we progress. Value-added sessions will be there. We can have one-to-one sessions. We will be discussing your answers. We will be discussing improvements that are needed in every dimension that we discussed in our this session, that 5 dimensions that we have covered previously. So we will be having value-added sessions for each, that is regarding resources, that is content. Then we are also dealing with a value-added session for some thematic areas that will ensure that interlinkage between knowledge of different domains, that how to use knowledge of paper 1 into paper 2, and vice versa as well. Similarly goes for, if you divide it further, sections are there, section A into B of both papers. So in value-added sessions we are discussing with resources 1, then thematic areas second, then some value-added material such as thinkers and book reviews, etc. We will be also having focus on that. You can use directly these points in your answers. We will be focusing on some areas which can be used anywhere, everywhere if it is applicable. So value-added sessions will be for this generically, and particularly we will be discussing any area that you need, you want. We will be focusing on that. So basically, as my journey was there, that I moved from, I will say, 232 to 290. So whatever I learned in this process, I will be sharing with you people, and with your effort and guidance of the team involved in this course, we will be helping you people to have this trajectory as well. So we all know that optional plays very important role in getting good rank and good service, good cadre. So let's focus on this aspect to improve. We will be having some uniqueness as compared to other mainstream courses. Some different aspects will be covered. So I hope that it helps everyone that are enrolling in the session. And as I see that there are some doubts people are having with paucity of time, I request you to fill the form and mention your queries there. Our team will reach you and will be helping you people in the solving this your doubts and having the same trajectory as I had. So thank you for joining this session, and I am hoping to see you in course.